Steve, you're doing the cover story with the 30 Under 30 issue, and we are highlighting Daniel Ek, the guy who started Spotify.
Absolutely.
He's Swedish, right?
Swedish.
And so you actually went to Stockholm, hung out with him for a few days there. What was that like?
Yeah, Daniel's on the road all the time. They have a big office in New York now in the Google building, but he was in Stockholm. He wanted me to see what Stockholm was like. So I went there right before Thanksgiving, met with him, and they have right in downtown central Stockholm. And it's this huge, not huge, it's a couple of floors, a lot of engineers. Right. And it's interesting that there's over 25 nationalities represented in that one Swedish office. So he's kind of taken the best and brightest of these young engineers and entrepreneurs.
He was an entrepreneur from a very young age.
Yeah, when he was 14, he started his first web company, and that was right in like 1997, 1998, when everyone thought they had to have websites.
Right.
And in Sweden, it would cost about $50,000 to get a professional website done. He started doing it for $5,000, and all these kind of small, medium-sized businesses like theater companies and welders and carpenters came to him. So not like big Fortune 500 companies,
right,
but like small kind of mom and pop places. And he himself personally was netting about $15,000 a month.
Wow.
More than his teachers, more than his parents.
For people that may not know, because not everybody knows, in fact, I didn't know until recently, what is Spotify?
Spotify is a music system. You download it on your computer, and you have free ad-based music. So it's basically having an iTunes library with every song in the world on it.
And you don't have to pay.
Don't have to pay. Advertisers pay.
Right.
And then it's also very social, so you can create playlists, and you can share with your friends, and now they integrate with Facebook, so you can see what Mike Norris is listening to, or you can send your friends, hey, here's this awesome playlist. It's free on your computer, and the idea is you spend hours curating this awesome site. You have your library, you have your music. You get hooked. You get to sample it first, you get to discover it first, and then you want to take it with you. You want to put it in the car, you want to put it on your jogging and stuff.
Right.
So then for $10 a month, you can stream it to your iPhone, your Android, your BlackBerry, anything like that.
So he had all these businesses when he was younger, and he made a fair amount of money, right? At one point he had a few million euros, and he was a young kid, right? And he decided, in your words, that he sort of wanted to be this Swedish playboy, but it wasn't who he was, and he kind of came to some realization about himself.
He had all this money, relative for a 23-year-old kid, but it didn't mean anything to him. He was really miserable. So he moved to the woods near his parents.
Creepy.
And, yes. No, it's Stockholm. Moved to the woods and he just played guitar all day long.
Right.
And tried to think and meditate what he wanted to do. And he comes from a family of musicians.
Right.
That's the thing with Spotify. It wasn't just a way to make a buck, but music's in his blood. He was given a guitar when he was 5 years old. He's a natural at it. He plays 8 instruments. Okay. So with this little isolation he had in the woods, he realized what's really important to him: music and technology, and he wanted to find a way to put it together, and that's what Spotify ultimately was. So this is a passion for him. It's not like I'm going to be super rich and be this like all-star. He said, I love technology, I love music. These two things motivate me, and that made him go and start Spotify.
And that is sort of the ultimate Forbes lesson, right?
He wants to provide like a basic service for the web that's people have to use. It's like plumbing. He wants to build the railroad for music. In his mind, Google has search covered.
Right.
Facebook has identity covered.
Right.
Amazon is fighting to get that retail kind of covered. He wants to provide the soundtrack of the web.